Good morning, YouTube. It is Monday morning. You guys have been here for a little while. I had to do some office work this morning, but we are ready to start rocking and rolling. They did some grading this morning up in the back. I'll bring it back over there, and I am going to get the Kubota warmed up here. Well, it's pretty much warmed up now, and we are going to go and remove some boulders from the old or from their existing slide and their pool. We're going to add some new ones in to tie it in, and we are going to put, like I said, add some of our boulders in, and we're going to then start putting in some drive grid and some more stone base in an area that we want to get it all done before we close it off. Once that is done, then we're going to start building another seawall. So do some morning stretches here this morning, and then we will rock and roll. Ready for an awesome week. I hope you are too. Let's go. All right, well, that looks really good. The pavers will be all the way up to here, so you won't see any of that bottom. It looks a little crooked there, but there's nothing I can do about the existing water feature, but this really actually tied it in really nicely. I didn't even look at it over here when we were doing it, but it turned out really nice. So now you have a nice flow from here all the way around, and it really looks built in. I know it's a different type of stone, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. Very nice. So now what we're going to start doing is we are going to grade this out, all this area out, and we're going to get drive grid installed everywhere, at least in this area, from this area that way and that way. And we're going to then get another 6 to 8 inches of stone put on here, and then our stone will be in good shape for the rest of this area. So looking really nice. this area, baste it as much as we can. We're pretty much going to stop there for now. Really can't do any more. And now we're going to work on putting in our seawall that goes from here around to here. So after lunch here, the guys are going to start working on that. And yeah, it's amazing how just bringing the stone up to the right grade makes things look so much nicer. But looking really nice. Got one more course to go on top of this one. And then we'll have coping. And the back side of this, all this grade will be brought up. So you won't see, we don't need to cut any of that because we'll have soil all the way up in the back side of that. And then we're gonna have, I don't know if I talked about this already, but there's gonna be a fence that goes across here. And then we're gonna put boulders here. This is a slope coming down here. We're gonna put boulders across here. And then kind of lose them into the hill here, and it will allow us to bring up the elevation of this, and that way the plants are all higher. You can kind of see it, and it'll look like the patio is sunken into the ground. Good morning, YouTube. It is Tuesday morning, and we are going to so bumpy. We're going to start on a different wall today. The guys finished up that seawall yesterday that they were working on. And so today we're going to start on another section. I'll show you that finished seawall later, but for now, we're going to be working over here. So we excavated this like weeks and weeks ago, and then we kind of left it because we got too many other things going on, and the guys needed something to do, so I had them excavated. So now we have some sand that washed in, and it's just kind of a mess. So we're gonna get some of this stuff out of here where we need to, like this giant roll of fabric and this roll of fabric here. So we're gonna put this right here. I'm gonna grab them both. Then we're gonna move some stuff out of the way and kind of restake the fabric and get things cleaned up so that we can actually start setting. We got some more stone to put in here for sure. And then we got base course to set. And we got boulders to put in. All kinds of fun things to do. So that is the what the plan is right now. So, rock and roll. so now we got all this, we had to excavate a little bit more, as you saw. Got that excavated. We're gonna get a big boulder there at the end. And then now we're gonna lay out the rest of this fabric. And we're gonna get some more stone base in here and bring the stone up to where it really needs to be. It's just got a little bit of a couple inches in there, if anything. And so now we'll get the rest of our base stone in, and then we'll go and find the boulders that we want to set in here, and then we'll start on our wall. So. All right, guys, we are nearing the end of the day on, what day is it? Tuesday. And I'll kind of show you what we got done here. So we set all of our boulders that we wanted to set for this retaining wall area. So we spent a lot of time getting it how we wanted it, with the right elevations, the right curves. We had to dig a bunch of this out. I think I showed some of that, I don't remember, but so now we're starting to get our base course set. Got 2.5 layers of block buried, and the rest will be above grade. So here it'll be about 8 layers high, 6 layers exposed. Over here we'll drop down 2 layers, come across. Over here we'll drop down 2 layers about in the center, and we'll end into that rock. And then beyond that will be all natural stone there. And then, but I'm not gonna do that right now, because we kind of want this for kind of a driving path to get through the back side of the garage here, because we're gonna be doing a bunch of natural stone kind of terracing work over here. Not now, but sometime later this summer. It's hard to believe I say that out loud, later in the summer, but anyways, you can kind of see our line here. It's kind of the rough face of wall, and it goes over there, kind of curves to the next one. It curves over there where Jaime's working, and it's looking really, really sharp. So good. You can see how that wall curves around, and it's going to curve through here and around like that. So it's looking really nice. Good morning, guys. Another beautiful morning here at the job site. This week has been hot and full of sunshine, full of domination. Thought I'd walk down here and show you guys the progress of the Waterfall number 1. And then, so it's Friday. I didn't do any film. We weren't here on Wednesday. We had to go do some maintenance work at one of our big commercial customers, and that took us longer than I expected. And then yesterday it was 95 degrees, and I just didn't feel like filming. And honestly, I've been fighting some back trouble all week, and so I wasn't in the mood yesterday. But look at what they are getting done. It is looking awesome. Of course, every time I come here to film, they have the liner pulled over everything, but it looks like they got a bunch more done yesterday, which is really cool. So they're really working their way up there. Wow. Looking really good. So I haven't seen this section here. Obviously, I can't see it because they have the liner pulled over everything, and they filled in a bunch of this to help start shaping what they're doing here. But you can see, so we got a little pooling area. Looks like it falls here, pools up, falls here, pools up, falls here, pools up, falls there, little falls here, coming down. You got a big falls here, coming down, another big falls here. Probably end up getting a little bit of water over here, and then splitting off over here, and then out into the pond. So, man, it's amazing. Super happy. Looks like they're working their way up to get this all built back in. And really that's ready to build up. I mean, we could easily get a few more rocks in there and boom, it's connected, but I'm loving it. The guys are doing a great job. So after this one, then they'll be working on that one over there. So great progress. I will walk you up to the house. Oh, I left my tripod down here. Whoops. I'll walk you guys up to the, I'll turn it around here. I'll walk you guys up to the house, and we'll look at what we've been doing over there. Been working on a lot of retaining wall stuff, garden walls and stuff, which is what you saw us working on earlier in the video. And then we got a lot done yesterday, but I just didn't feel like filming it. I just didn't. That's me being lazy, I guess. I'm sorry about that. Man, it is just a perfect morning. Slight breeze, 80 degrees. I think it's supposed to be 90 today. There's that beautiful patio over there. Loving that. But yeah, so I've been fighting back pain all week. Last week, Friday, I slipped on a rock when I was walking across a couple pallets like an idiot. And I tweaked my back. I could feel it when I did it. And over the weekend, it got a little worse. And by middle of the day, Monday, it was really, really bad. I hurt my back, I don't know, a couple years ago lifting a really big generator that I should have never been lifting by myself. And I've been fighting, I don't know, for about 2 years after that. I fought back issues, and I also don't eat the best that I should, and I was drinking too much pop. And for some reason, the pop, and like I drink a lot of Coke, or I had drinking a lot of Coke, for some reason that has that irritates it. It just does. And so I had stopped drinking Coke for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, and then I started drinking it again in the last 6 months. And then I was drinking, I was getting in the morning and having one for lunch, and before you know it, you're drinking a lot of pop again. And I could feel it in my back instantly. I get some pain, some sciatica pain down my legs and stuff, and in my knees. And then I tweaked it last week Friday, and so it all kind of came back. And like I said, by the end of the day, Monday, I was in a ton of pain. Tuesday, I was in a ton of pain. Wednesday, I went and had a massage, and that actually helped a lot. And I stopped drinking pop since Sunday, and only drinking water. And now Friday, I feel really, really good. It's not 100%, but it's really, really good. And I just gotta be better about what I'm eating and what I'm putting in my body and what I'm drinking. And it's always been a struggle of mine, eating junk and drinking junk, and just something that I struggle with. So, and obviously it's affecting my body, especially with the kind of work that I do day in and day out. I need to take care of my body better. So anyways, I'll bring you up, that was a long drawn out story. I'll bring you up to where we were working the last couple days, yesterday we spent a lot of time here. And since the last time I filmed, and show you where we're at. All right, guys, so back here, we started this week. I think it was Monday, we started here. And you can see what we got done. So we obviously placed the boulders there, as you saw earlier, and we started working on these walls. The last, really, Tuesday. We weren't here Wednesday, and then we spent yesterday doing this. So it looks really, really nice. This guy's doing a really nice job. So I still got a backfill here with soil, and so you won't see there'll be 2.5 layers buried there. Got all our drainage stone behind the wall. This wall here is 2 layers higher than this wall. And so we got some grit in this one, just because it's over 8 layers. I wanted to have some grit in it. And we'll get some stone backfill on that. We got 1 more layer to put on there, and then that wall's done. And then we're gonna work over on this last one here and get this connected, so you can kind of see the paint line there where it's gonna go. And I'd love to see this wall done today. So a little bit of grinding to do, but you can see the look of it, how it kind of flows through the rocks here. Just looking really, really nice. All right, well, let's go to work. Okay, so we got the bedding course set everywhere, as you can see. And then what I've done is now I've gone through and I painted a rough line of how I wanted it to look. So then what we can do is stand up here and eyeball through the wall where this one comes through. Right here, comes through like that. That way we get a nice consistent line. You see it's going that way, and then it's starting to curve that way. And like I said, the rest of that area will be all boulders after that. But that kind of helps us lay out the line before we set block. And then what we'll do is he'll set the first course, and then I'll come back over here and look at it again and make any final adjustments that we need to make. That's how we get that nice, smooth, flowing curve through there. I have fabric over the wall now, I'm backfilling. But now we'll set our first course. End of the day Friday. Everything's cleaned up, everything's parked neatly, put away. We went around and spent about an hour picking up garbage and straps and like the pallet strapping and cut brick and just all kinds of junk from the week. Cleaned the driveway really nice, got everything looking nice and clean for the weekend. got this whole wall done, which really turned out nice. We graded all the topsoil behind it. I got some garden mix delivered, some more planting soil. Just put some of that in there. It's way too early for that, but I don't want it to fill in with sand. I just wanted to put the right soil in the first time. So, really proud of my guys. Just did a great job. This just turned out literally perfect. Almost tripped there. Now you can see. Man, that turned out even better than I expected. It's just fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. Exactly how it looks in the design, pretty much. And we'll add that 2-inch coping on top. Scribe that into the boulders. Oh my goodness, it's just gonna be amazing. Graded a bunch of stuff here. That's looking really good. So I don't know if I talked about this in a previous video, but my plan is, this is all coming out, all this asphalt here. We're gonna be cutting a big radius circle here, and then this will all be pavers. So when I do that, we're gonna make the new line of pavers follow the curve of this wall. So it'll come out of this garage door, probably do some kind of nice curve here, and then I'll have it follow that line and then die off over there. That will really look awesome and help bring the curve of this wall out even a little bit more. It's just gonna look awesome. So really happy with that finished product. Nice to have that part done. Pretty much we spent Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday to do that. Monday, I think we were working over here, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what we were doing Monday. I guess you already know that from the beginning of this video, but I don't remember that while I'm filming this here. But after we finished that today, we started working back on this. Got a few courses up. You can see how every other layer we tie the pillar into the wall. So that one's butted up to it, that one runs into it. This side, that middle course right there runs into it, that one butts up to it. So you can see how we kind of do that to lock the pillars to the walls. They're not independent of the wall. So this will go up 3 more layers, and then this will go up 5 more layers. Pillar will be 2 layers higher than the wall. This will go up 2 more layers, and then the pillar will go up 2 more layers. Then it'll come out, and then halfway from this curve, it'll have a 2-layer step down, and then it will end over there. So that's coming together. We'll finish that probably on Monday. There's gonna be a little bit of extra work. These are all valves or keys for the fire bowls that are gonna be on top of this. So the plumber installed these extensions, and they're all in line with the edge of the pillar there, so that when we build it up, we can dial this in, and we have a little bit adjustment in or out. This is just a sleeve to run a key in. That way they can turn the fire bowls bigger or smaller, the flame bigger or smaller. So yeah, that's done. What else? I don't know. We just went around and graded a bunch of stuff, cleaned up. Just a week of total domination, and we have to spend time cleaning up every once in a while. Next week we'll probably get some dirt, finish getting the dirt in here. I might come over here and work on placing some boulders back here so we can get our dirt up on the back side of that wall. These walls are all done. Oh, and I put dirt in this bed here. So that's kind of that finished look. You won't see really much of that, but you do see a little bit. So it'd be nice to have some undercap lighting in there. and then just have an extra level of planting. The dirt on the backside will come up higher by the time we're done. Let me grab my tripod here before I forget. So yeah, great week. Turn it around here. Great week, got a lot done. We were one guy short. Most of the week we were one guy short. My foreman had to be out having a little baby boy, so that's exciting. So he'll be back on Monday, and we'll keep going on this building a landscape masterpiece. So appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you guys in the next one.